Alright, people. Here is the basic idea. The idea is that we all came from the same original being, God. But wait, what about this? Why didn't we come from particles, or this or that? Well, I'm not here to convince you scientifically. I'm just here to say that when you trace everything back, it all comes back to the same origin point. And that origin point is eternal and always was. So when we say God, we say that which is existing from the beginning. From it, everything came. From it, everything was created. And so, it's important to understand that, just a sec, let me find it. So, it is the original thing that I came from, and you also came from, and everything else in the world came from except for it. Because for something to come from something, there has to be something that else came from. And ultimately, something can't come from nothing. So there is in fact an uncreated something that existed from the beginning, from which all the other somethings came from. So, you are spiritually identical to your Creator. If He is holy, you are holy too, and you must be holy. So, in conclusion, all created things come from an uncreated source. That uncreated source is eternal, always was, always will be. Eternal, always was, always will be, uncreated, existed always, didn't pop into existence, was always there from the very beginning. And so, if you start following this train of thought, you'll come to realize something. You'll come to realize that we are made from Him, or from it, and from this source, from this God, from this original being, it is eternal. And since it's eternal, and from everything came it is holy. And since it is holy, and we came from it, so are we holy. So if we can know the Creator, or the original thing, and know what it's like, then we know what we are like. This is why they say we are made in the same image, and we must follow the commandments and be holy. So let me wrap this up into a summary. It was always. It was a certain way. We come from it, so we are the same way of it as it is. And if we are the same way as it is, we must live the same way that it, based on its original characteristics. Because if we don't, we deviate. And if we deviate, we're not living in line with it. We're deviating. So yes, of course, a tangible, practical form of justice/karma is real. And we see all this in the Bible. When it says God created man in His image, male and female He created them, after His own image, spiritually identical as Him, holy. When we see that it says, fear God and keep His commandments, there you go. When it says trouble pursues the sinner, but the righteous are rewarded with good things, there you go. There is a justice system. So if there was one substance, let's say the substance is a certain way, it's green, let's say. Everything that comes from it will be green as well. It will contain its properties within it. And how can you get blue from a green? Or how can you get a yellow from something that is green if the only thing that there is green? You can't. Then when we say we must follow in the ways of God and be like Him in His ways, that's what we mean literally. We literally mean we have to contemplate through ourselves, seeing ourselves, how are we? What's our soul like? And follow and live in that way.